Maybe.
Here.
I'll find out. Let's get the
Where's my
frame
hammer?
up and I'll approve.
Yes, I'm right here. So I'm gonna just go ballistic. So I don't know. Let's go just.
Great.
We are getting
50.
index.
Okay, I was supposed to. Oh, hey guys. Trae Ireland plays Stu. What's my last name? Wife. It's my wife. Stu Pendleton for Deadly Reunion with Baron J Productions. He's so vain. Baron J. Kanye lookalike.
How did you hear about the production, Trae?
Actually, Baron Contact. This is actually our second film that we're doing. We have one that's in post right now called The Condo, which is a comedy. And he sent me the script about this one, asked me what character I wanted to play. And I chose Stu. It's an interesting character. Yeah.
And so, when did you actually get the first script?
Yeah, I had gotten the first script, and it's ironic that you say that because we're writing a script right now as we're shooting. Probably about a month ago, and it was likable then. It was like if anyone has seen The Big Chill or something like that, friends getting together. So I liked it. So it's really it's just based off of good characters. But now we're doing the most unorthodox thing of shooting. I call it shooting on the fly because the writer is sitting in the next room. He's writing the pages as we're shooting right now. He's writing what's happening next. So we have no idea. Like I don't even know how I get killed now, if I do get killed. So I don't know what's going on.
How soon were you getting the changes while you were on set? Like, suppose you got here
Within seconds.
Within seconds.
Like literally. Like
Okay.
they've been changing things. Like we'll start one scene while he's writing 2 or 3 other scenes. And like, okay, here are the pages, guys. Code learn your lines. So it's gonna be the most a cold read feature film.
How do you feel about actors investing in their own projects and wearing 2 hats? One as an actor, one as an executive.
How do I feel about actors wearing 2 hats? I love it because who else you're going to invest? You invest in yourself. The problem that occurs is when you're in the scene to be an actor and they still in their producer mode or whatever. I actually had to slap Baron out a couple of times. Like, look, you're not a producer right now. You're in the scene. I need you to act. And it's hard when we're not accustomed to doing that. And then, but then also for some actors who are putting their money in, have a sense of entitlement that they really should not have, where they feel that they can make their own demands. And how much did you put in? You know what I mean? It's like that. So it's a collective thing, but it's a good thing. Like I said, for the most part, you're investing in yourself, investing in the projects you believe in. But those egos sometimes take control and get away with some people.
We all have an ego.
Yes, mine.
That was a new addition that just happened today. No one had powers until today. So now, yeah, it's like, just added it today, like literally about an hour ago. So I'm like, I'm sending to George Lucas, see if I could be in the next Star Wars or something, you know, because I'm being like this now. It's crazy.
How long have you been in LA, Trae?
Been in LA for 15 years.
From where?
Chicago.
Chicago.
South
okay.
side.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you think you'll stay in LA?
I would like to. Well, it's the mecca of entertainment, so I love doing this. So, but I will once I get to the different levels, I would like to have places elsewhere, and then fly for work, come in for work. I don't really want to raise a family here, but I love LA. You cannot beat LA overall.
What's your typical day like when you get up in the morning? What are you devoting to acting, and what are you devoting to Trae, and what are you devoting to work outside of acting?
Good question. Acting, I devote everything to acting. I'm obsessed with it. It's my obsession. It's my passion. So either just for studying things on TV, other actors that I admire, or reading a lot, scripts. I like what I do. How I've been doing now. I like to watch true Hollywood stories behind the scenes, watch other people's journeys of what they have done to, their rises and falls. I do a lot of stage plays. I love doing stage plays. That's the most organic part of acting. Get with different other people when they run. Anything that's dealing with the entertainment, I just love doing it. So for me, I'm consuming myself with that. I really don't take vacations because I can't enjoy it, because I'm not where I would like to be. I feel like I need to be. So if I'm on a vacation, so I'm still reading scripts, I'm still doing some researching, I remember La Prince was saying earlier about going on Actors Access, LA Casting, look at the breakdowns, I look at just everything that's in it, backstage, just everything. I just try to engulf myself with as much information as possible.
Of the true Hollywood stories you've been watching, whose is very similar to your own?
It's becoming Morgan Freeman because it took Morgan Freeman, I think he didn't really get his break until he was like 44. He had done a lot of stage acting in New York, and he was going back and forth, and things dried out, whatever. So right now, I'm at a pinnacle where middle tier, like I just finished doing a play with Loretta Devine, who won an Emmy and Legacy, 9-time Grammy Award winner. Then another play with Kelly Price and Jack A. So I'm on that tier, and I say so, and I don't want to tell my age. It's
don't
not
have to.
44. But it's getting up there.
Okay.
And so things are starting to happen now. I'm getting a lot of work now. So it's almost parallel to him in a sense. And he's brilliant. He's great. So I'll take that.
What keeps you motivated every day?
The passion and the drive to say, I told my parents when I was leaving to come out here, I'm going to die doing this. So it's nothing that I can't accept anything less than that. Even if I stay at this level, which I hope I won't, I'm still doing everything I can and I want to do to pursue this. You know, that's why it's called the pursuit of happiness. You're always pursuing something. So I'm pursuing this until you get to that point, and you still want to continue to do more. You want to create more. You want to, well, I do want to write my own projects and direct and just own your own studio where you can greenlight. I just love this. I love it.
Were they okay with that decision when you said this is what I want to do with my life? However it turns out, were they?
They were okay, but they were worried because, like anybody else, you know the competition and know that the chances are slim to none, and the slim is already gone. But they know I've always been very responsible. I mean, I was National Dean's List, high school, college. I've always, been star role and stuff like that. So they knew that once I set my mind to it, nothing's going to stop it regardless. But they have always been supportive to this day. So yeah. Okay.
So you said you've been here 15 years in LA from Chicago? Okay. If there had been a handbook that someone was going to deliver to you and say, Trae, this is for you, and you will learn all this, but it's going to take 15 years, what do you wish was in that handbook?
Money.
Besides that.
No,
that's
because you have
great.
to survive. LA is so expensive. If you're a struggling actor, anybody who comes out here, the cost of living is so high, you can't. It's hard for you to get a regular job because you have to try to pursue it. You have to do auditions and meetings and all that. So you'll get fired or you get laid off from your job. So you had the money to be able to have that cushion to be able to pursue this. Then, yeah. But ask the question again, so I'll give you another answer.
Sure. Well, that's good. I like that. I like that book, actually. I wish someone had handed me that. But what else in that book that would tell you different things? Don't waste your time with this. Spend more time on that. Do you wish someone had given to you, but that you've learned now that you could then hand that book to someone?
Here's the irony of that, because you just never know. Because there's a lot of, when I first got here, I would tell somebody some of these different showcases or whatever, don't go there, rip off, because a lot of these casting directors, they set these showcases, they're trying to make their own money, pay their own bills. But at the same time, because they're not really invested to really find somebody, but if they do, they're like, oh, we just find this guy. So it's so unorthodox, and it's not a set blueprint. So to have that book, it's like just my experience. It's just experiences. What it should be is just like a book of just experiences, and you can just learn. That's why I watch those different backstories of everybody else, because it's nothing. The most important thing is just to commit whatever it's going to be you're going to do, and that's to do your research, to commit to whatever the character is going to be, whatever things you choose. I don't care if you want to work at Home Depot. It's like you want to be the head cashier. You have to work. You have to commit to whatever it is. Put the hours in, the work. So that book mainly is just to stay focused on what you want to do, and just to enjoy the experience. Even the bad things are going to happen to you, because it still shapes and molds you to who you are. Think about things you might have went through in life, like I would never do that again, but it still prepared you to be able to look out for anything else or to do anything else. So, yeah, because even if I was to write a book right now, I think it would be very informative, but at the same time, it's everybody else is their journey. So there's nothing in particular I can get from that except just get as much knowledge as you can.
Story of a bad audition that you walked out and your heart sank and you said this was horrible and you actually got the job.
Bad audition that I actually got the job. Actually, this ironically, this movie I'm about to leave here tonight. I'm doing 2 movies right now. I'm leaving this movie tonight at 7 when we finish. I have to go to this other movie. It's called Blackout that I booked, and I didn't think I was gonna get it because my voice is not my regular voice. It's raspy. I'm doing too much, and normally I'm very committed and focused in the scene, but my voice started cracking. I just, in my mind, I was like, they're not gonna hire me. So I still gave it the effort, but not the effort I would have really have given it because I'm limited. I'm a handicap right now because I could do so much. And I was like, thanks guys. I never say I'm sorry in an audition. Sorry guys, you know what? It's okay. No, Trae, you did great. It's okay. I know I didn't. It's all right. And I left out and they hit me and called me the next day. They were like, what's your availability for da, da, da. We start shooting there. I'm like, you serious? Because I really thought it was a debacle, you know what I mean? Because because of that, I forgot a couple of lines. Can I start over? Da, 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 you know. But once I'm also on both sides of the camera. I also produce at Sony Screen Gems. So for me, when I watch somebody in the casting process, for casting, if they control their audition, then I like, if they're like, you know what I mean? If they're what I'm looking for, and it's because they make a mistake. If they know how to control the audition, then I'll work with it because everybody makes mistakes. I was telling the princess the other day when I was in Miami, I had gone to set up Any Given Sunday, and Al Pacino messed up like 6, 7 times. I was like, I'm fresh. I was like 99, so I'm fresh out of Chicago, so I'm not knowing the process. I'm like, he's not great, although he is. Al, you are. But when I saw that he kept messing up, I'm like, because you think, if you're just a regular person, you think they get it on the first take. You just, what it is, you just see them, they just shoot it. Not knowing it goes over and over and over again. So if you understand that producers, directors, and casting, like, okay, we know you're going to make a mistake, but it's how do you recover from that mistake and how do you control your scene? So, but me being that apologetic, I didn't think I was going to get, because normally somebody like that, you think that they're new, they're green, they're probably going to be making a mistake or excuses on the set. I didn't think I was going to get hired, but something within them saw something within me that said, hey, and I'll be going to shoot that tonight.
So you told your parents that this is what you're going to do. Did you ever have a particularly bad day here where you were very close to saying, I'm done with LA?
No, I have many of those bad days where I'm like, I'm fed up with a lot of things, but I said I'm gonna die doing this. And once I committed to that, that's just what it is. Because I used to work at Donald Trump Casino. I was, did the table games from craps to roulette to whatever. So I have a trade. So I can go to Vegas anytime and get a job making $80,000 a year. I became a pit boss, or I can go to San Diego and work at the Harris Casino. So I know I have safety nets, but I choose not to do that. This is what I'm going to do, regardless.
Can you recall the audition that changed your life and also took you further up that tier that you were talking about earlier?
Wouldn't really be an audition what it was from the projects I have done. I submitted myself to this man named Donald B. Welch. He's a playwright, director, and he's also starting to go more into film. He's also Will Smith's partner. Will and his company Overbrook has invested in Don Welch, and I have been trying to work with him for years. I had sent him my materials and stuff, and he usually does plays like in 99 seaters, little small plays, but it's because of his brand, he's very well respected. Everybody comes out to see him. Every once in a while, he does something at a bigger thing, like a 1,500 seater, like Wilshire E. Bell, Pantages, something like that. So. After 8 years of pursuing him, he finally said, I have something for you. And it was the lead in this play. It was called Walk by Faith. And that was with Kelly Price and Jackie Harry, who won an Emmy. And that's what's going on right now. That's starting the change because I'm getting all these different calls from different people because once they see you on the stage with people like that, it's not just who already have made it. Like Loretta Devine's been in the game for 25, 26. She's one of the original Dream Girls on Broadway. So you see me on stage with that type of caliber of person holding my own and I'm playing opposite of her, it's like people see you in a different light. Then how they make it now it's starting to happen. So that would start the transition now. It's my wife.
I just want to say,
in the movie,
if it wasn't for Trae Ireland, I wouldn't be here on the set of Deadly Reunion. He's the one who got me in contact with the producer, said he had a role for me. He came through, and here I am now shooting Deadly Reunion,
yeah.
Felicia Pimbleton. He plays the husband. You know what's great about working with Trae? We met 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that we're playing husband and wife on set, it's perfect because we already know each other. It's an advantage because we have that chemistry already
yeah.
of just knowing each other outside of set. So it's like, we're doing our scenes together. It's like, we really are in the moment. So it's perfect.
And the problem with that is that because I've been hitting on her for like 3 years, and for her to play my wife, I can't even kiss her because we don't like each other. So it's bittersweet, and it's not really that fun. No, it's been great. But seriously, we're at odds on this, so it's not like the typical marriage thing. But and the thing about the way Hollywood works, and I'm glad that she even sat here, because a lot of people out here will fill your head with dreams and tell you that because they're trying to sleep with you or whatever. And I was in the beginning. But at the same time, I'm truthful about what I say. And so I know she probably gets people saying they can do this for you, do that. And I said, listen, because I also produce, like I told you, I said, but if I have something and you're right for it, I will call you. I've called her for plays and stuff before, and this happened. And she was one of the people I was thinking about anyway. And because they allowed me to be able to choose my wife. And so we had this one girl who was good also, but something happened with her, and she was out the country, or else I would have had her first. I didn't know she had gotten back in the country. Just so happened she called me. That's how serendipitous this thing is. Because she called me, I'm like, I was just about to call you to see if you were back in town. I want to, just give you the role, offer the role for my wife. And it so happened that she's like, I told her who the producer was. She had just saw him the same day. Was it the same day?
That morning.
The same day. So I'm like, it's given. It's meant to happen. So here she is. So some people are true of their word. Very rare. I just want to let people know that, people can be serious about what they're saying, even though they might have another agenda. Still could be a man or a woman of their word. So.
Thank you, Trae.
Yes.